Welcome back, viewers. Today we will be testing a 15-minute trading strategy. But before we do, if you have not watched the first video on the channel and all the videos after that, you need to go do that now. Here at the Academy of Forex, we are building the best trading system possible as a team. And as a team, we will all profit from it when we are done. You can find a link to the first video down below in the description, and you should also see it pop up in the top corner right now. There is also a link down below to sign up for TradingView. You can save a little bit of money if you use the link below to sign up for your account. You can also find a link below to join us on Discord. Discord is a free group communication platform where we are having great discussions about all things to do with trading. Lastly, if you would like a list of all the indicators we have tested along with their win rates, but you aren't interested in watching all the videos on the channel, you can sign up for our $9 Patreon, and you will receive the complete list of indicators. We also would like to introduce our Patreon exclusive Discord channel. As a $9 Patreon, you will be invited to join an exclusive Discord channel where we will give you a list of winning indicators and links for the MT platform, give you winning strategies, post trade ideas, give advanced advice, and much more. So click the link below to join our Patreon. Alright, as I said, today we will be testing a 15-minute trading strategy. Before we do though, I wanted to put the testing scoreboard up for everyone to see. So, to date, we have tested a total of 27 different strategies. This one will be the 28th with a total of 6 winners. We have also tested a total of 402 indicators with a total of 165 winners, which means that they have met or exceeded the 60% win-loss ratio threshold that we have set for them. The best ones so far were able to achieve a 100% win rate. Now you need to go back and watch those videos to understand the context of how they were able to achieve that. But as we are working on building the best trading system possible, you can take any one of those 165 indicators and get out there and start potentially profitably trading the markets with them now. So go back and watch those videos, make a list of those indicators, and get out there and see what you can do with them. But stick with us here as we work on maximizing your trading profits. Okay, so today's strategy is a 15-minute trading strategy. This one I tested on the USD versus the Swiss. The setup on this is pretty simple. There's basically 2 different indicators that you're going to use. The first one is the VWAP standard deviation bands, and I will put a link to the one that I used down below in the description. In TradingView, finding the particular indicator, the right VWAP standard deviation bands, can be a little tricky. The setting on that is pretty much, I believe I left it on default. I don't think I changed anything on it. And so basically what the VWAP standard deviation band has the VWAP running down the middle, and then it creates an upper band and a lower band on a deviation, calculated by a deviation. And then we have the RSI. The RSI is on the standard default settings. Not a whole lot to that. So the setup on this is that we are looking for price action to be trading either above or below the VWAP. So the middle line here, the green line, when price is above it, we are looking to take long trades or looking for long signals. When it's below it, we are looking for short signals. And so what we're looking for is price. We're looking for price to pull back. So if we're looking above if price action is above and we're looking for a long, then we're looking for price action to pull back towards the VWAP. And same way when we are below. If we're below and we're looking for a short, then we're looking for price action to pull back towards the VWAP, the center band. And then at the same time, and this is where things got a little bit tricky because the original video didn't say exactly how close to the VWAP. It just said a pullback to near the VWAP. And then at the same time, what we're looking for is for the RSI to go either into an overbought or oversold position. And so, for example, we are riding above the VWAP right here. We get a pullback to the VWAP, and this one gets right to it right there. And at the same time, you can see here, if we look down at the RSI, you can see that the RSI has pulled back all the way down into the oversold area. And so that meets basically all the criteria that we are looking for. And then what I did was I took it one step further and I waited for the RSI to break back into the center zone, kind of the general choppiness type zone. And so once it broke back across, the candle that it did that on is the entry or the signal candle, I guess I should say. And then at that point, we're going to put our stop just beyond the VWAP, and then we're going to do a 1-to-1 risk reward. And so in this particular case, just beyond the VWAP puts us right at about 8 pips roughly. We'll just go ahead and round it to the next number there. So it's like 7.8. We'll go ahead and just round that to 8, and then we're looking for an 8 pip take profit. And you can see that on the rebound of this, we got to 8 pips rather nicely. And that is the complete setup. That's what we're looking for. Let's see if we can track down another one real quick here. I might need to do a quick cut of the video to find one, but nope, there we go. So here's a short version of that, which works out rather nicely that we can view as short. And so you can see that price action is riding below the VWAP line there, and then we get a pullback to the VWAP. Again, this one comes right to it and actually touches it with the wick of this candle right here. And you can see at the same time the RSI crosses up over into the overbought territory. And so then at that point, what we are looking for again is for the RSI to cross back into the middle section there, and it did so on this red candle right here. And what we would do is we would measure from that candle there, the close of that candle, and we would just measure out to just a little bit beyond the VWAP for our stop. Puts us at about 4 pips, and you can see that we get to 4 pips again rather easily. So that is, again, that's the basic setup there. Now keep in mind that there will be instances where you get a overbought or oversold RSI where price is pulling back towards the VWAP, but it doesn't quite get as close as these. And that's where I kind of struggled with understanding how close is a general kind of pullback towards VWAP. Again, the original video did not specifically identify how close it needed to be, and so I think what I did was within 30 pips would be what I would consider close. So if the closing candle is within 30 pips of the VWAP, then I would consider that to be close enough. And so that was kind of my best guess playing around with it, what I was able to kind of come up with to make this all work in kind of a structured way. So All right, before we take a look at what this was able to achieve, now would be a good time to say that if you are interested in excelling your trading knowledge, highly recommend that you join our Patreon only channel on our Discord server. You can find a link to our Patreon down below, as well as a link to our Discord. Once you sign up as a patron, it will give you access to the Patreon only channel, where we are posting some really great advanced information about trading strategies, trading indicators, trading philosophy in general. As I mentioned in the video, in the beginning of the video, you will get access to the full list of indicators that we have tested. It shows exactly which ones were winners, which ones were losers, as well as their win rates. So that way you know exactly the full list of indicators that we have tested. Another thing that I've been doing here recently is I've put together a full Excel sheet of all the strategies that we have tested as well. And so I also pass that on to all of our patrons each week. I update it, shows exactly which strategies were winners, which ones were losers, their win rates, as well as links to go back and review those individual videos. So great stuff there. Another really good thing that we do in the Patreon only channel is our admins and regular members are posting regular, almost everyday trade analysis, where they're putting up screenshots of charts where they've marked out areas of support and resistance, indicators that they're using, exactly where they're entering and exiting trades, taking profits, the whole deal. They're growing small accounts really quickly with the information that they're putting out for all the patrons to see in the channel there. And so really great information, a lot of benefits to becoming a patron of the channel, and it doesn't cost hardly anything at all. I highly recommend it. All right, let's see here. So exit out of this. Now, the first issue that I ran into with this strategy was that it doesn't give very many signals. And so on a 15-minute time frame, of course, it gives them often enough, maybe I think one every day or every couple of days. I think it kind of generally was about one a day, sometimes two, sometimes one every 2 days. But it was just enough that trying to back test this was really challenging, because I had to keep going back farther and farther and farther. At a certain point, when you go back on TradingView, what happens is that the candles actually, you lose the candles right here. And so right now on the 15-minute time frame, price action only goes back to the 1st of March of 2021. And so what you have to do is you have to click this and you have to click there, and then it loads candles back even farther. And so I kind of had to just keep trailing back on this, which gets to be a little challenging. But anyways, that was the first issue that I ran into. So I only tested this over 30 different trades before it became, like I said, challenging. So over those 30 trades, though, I had 20 wins, 10 losers, puts us at about a 66% win rate. Now, this would need more thorough testing over a longer period of time, in my opinion, to identify whether or not it would be able to maintain that win rate. I have a feeling it's going to drop some. Not sure how far exactly, but to look here, so we took 10 trades here. We had 6 winners. Then we took over here on, where are you at? If I can find it here. On this one here, we took 10 trades and we had 9 winners. That 10 trades was really decent, but it seemed like on average the win rate was somewhere around 5 to 6. And so with a 1-to-1 risk reward, obviously a 50-50 win rate is not going to do that great. And so that 10 trades that we did where we got 9 winners really boosted up the win rate quite a bit, in my opinion. I think that might have been just kind of like an isolated type one-off incident. And so it seems like more often than not, it's going to have a lower win rate. And so I'm not going to put this one on the winning list, even though it was able to achieve a 66%. I have a feeling that it's not going to be able to maintain that 66%. And so if you do want to try this, again, more thorough testing over a larger sample size is definitely going to be the way to go before jumping in with this one. But with that being said, seems like it might have some potential. So all right, there you have it. I'm going to go ahead and end the video here. That way things don't get any longer than they already are. Another strategy down, interesting strategy. And from here, we will move on to the next indicator. If you have not already, like this video, share this video, comment below, and subscribe to the channel. Also turn on the bell notification so that way you are notified anytime I post a new video. So that way you know what indicators we have tested and are testing. Also, there is a link down below to join our Discord server, which is a free group communication platform where we discuss all things trading related. There is also a link down below to TradingView, and if you use that link to TradingView to sign up for an account, you will save a little bit of money. And lastly, there is a link down below to sign up for Patreon. Please sign up for the Patreon and support the channel the best way you can.